Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the channel. I am the Shotgun Shogun and we are back with another unboxing. This time we are going to be unboxing the Berserker Tamamo cat from Max Factory. If you know me and you follow the channel, you will know that this is actually my favorite waifu, best dog and best Tamamo, because she's absolutely adorable. Now this is a figure that I have actually been wanting to pick up for quite a while. And the last time that we were over in Japan, we actually found this at a secondhand store. Actually, I think it was the Ami store that we went into. We found this on the secondhand floor. Normally, this figure goes for 200 plus. I haven't seen this for less than about $200 on any site that I have looked for it. And when I found this for 12,400 yen, which is about, with conversion, I think it was about $115, I picked it up immediately. So let's get into this figure. Now, one of the things that I really like is the summoning circle here on the back, and if you take a look at the box itself, you'll see like the Chaldea like summoning circle, like, you know, type of aesthetic on it. Now it's also kind of cool here too that it has the 4 stars, because Tamamo Cat is obviously a 4-star berserker. So just the extra little touches, plus you've got like the cutout of the Chaldea symbol up on the top. Just those extra like little things really add a lot to the box itself, and that's like really a big thing for me. I like the fact that they do have, you know, a good picture of the figure on the side, because a lot of times, as you can see, her head has come off in transit, but a lot of times you can't get a real grasp on just how the figure looks just from the inside of the box. So having, you know, the pictures, the good pictures here on the outside, go a real long way when you're just looking at a figure to be like, huh, do I like this figure? You know, outside of obvious waifu, you know, reasons, and the fact that you are absolutely going to buy it because Tamamo Cat is best Tamamo. Don't at me on that. So getting into this box, now you'll notice that there's a lot of extra plastic on this. That's because over in Japan, secondhand figures are very, they put a lot of plastic on it because they want to preserve the box as much as possible, because they're very big sticklers about box quality. So over there, they heavily plastic their boxes. So getting into this, let's bring this beautiful figure out of this box. We will stick that box over there. I'm gonna actually just keep this box. Now, plastic is really good. Like I said, the head has, you know, come off in transit. Not really that big of a deal, because it is in there well enough that it's not going to jostle around in the plastic, anything like that. It has traveled around the world from Japan to Ohio to be here in my collection of Tamamos. So we will pop this open. Fair amount of keys on it just to keep it nice and solid. I like that they put in this extra piece of plastic here so that the semi-delicate pieces over here along the side are well protected. So we can actually stick her head back on here right now. Now, I really do like this base. This is a super cute base that I am very excited to put her on here. It's a really good paint job too. It's matte, but it is a very nice. This is a very nice base. I like the plastic, and I really like when they use the metal when they use the metal pieces for the standee, because I always feel like those are way more stable than just a plastic peg. Especially when you have a figure with like a heavy tail and a heavy top, which she is a heavy girl. I can already feel that just from picking this up. Now she does come with a lot of plastic and everything to take care of all of these extra little spots, and she has a lot of detail. Like already, like you can just tell just from looking at her hair, like that's a lot of extra detail, because like all of these spikes are just individual pieces of hair plastic. So much plastic on her. And we will go over a bunch of different things after you get all of this plastic off. Now, I like this neck piece actually too, because it is, even though her head sits way further down, this is a very nice, big, sturdy neck piece. And I feel like I have to get this plastic off of here some other way. How are we? Oh, okay, it wraps around. A little bit of adhesive, which thankfully didn't come off on the plastic, but let's set her down for a minute and let's take a look at this hair now. I mean, look, you can get a really good look at this hair now and how it is back and swept down. And if you look really closely, you can see some really actual nice gradient on here. And if you've watched my other unboxing videos, you know that I am a stickler for good hair gradient. Now, the other thing too is you'll see like pretty good paint here on the ears, which for Tamamos is very, very important, because you gotta have those good ears. The front, a little bit, seems a little excessive on the white. I don't remember her having that much in game, but not bad. It definitely, if you're looking at it like super close, you can kind of see the spots around like the edges. You can tell it's just kind of shoved in there, but if you're looking at it from a distance, you really don't see too much at all. They did a really good job hiding the top hair seam by having the front of the hair kind of bulge up, so you're not gonna see that at all from a distance. If you were looking at it from the top, you would see it a little bit, but you're not going to see it when you're looking at it straight on. And the hair bow really kind of like fits very well in behind the ears. It's subtle and not overpowering. Now, I do like too the swoopy hair that comes down, but that's enough about her face. Actually, let's keep talking about her face. I really, really like just the subtle bits of blush that you see right there on her cheeks. Her eyes are pretty good. They're a little glazy, which you know, is semi-typical of a lot of anime figures. But again, it's one of those things where if you're way back, you're not going to see the glaze on the eyes really that much at all. So it actually isn't too bad from a distance. The other, you know, it will bring your eyes a little bit to it if there's like a light that is a direct source on that. So, okay, now I am solid on the face. So let's get the rest of this plastic off of here. I feel like her midsection comes apart, but I don't want to like really wrap, like, I don't want to break it, but it feels like, okay, yeah, her butt comes off. And her midsection has to come off because this plastic is in there. Okay. So it does. I'm always worried, like with figures, if I'm just like, man, I'm just going to pull this part off, and then it's like, oh, that part's not supposed to come off. like this part, there's plastic under it, and it looks like it's supposed to come off, but it doesn't really want to. Oh, that's because this part, like, goes between her legs. Ooh. Panty shot.
Oh, she doesn't even need to have pants on.
She doesn't even need to have pants on. Oh my goodness, how does this even come out of here? Oh, I don't want to break this. But, oh, okay, there we go. So, you can apparently just
Lube her up.
You can lewd her up. Oh, I guess her, man, like everything comes off on this figure. Okay, so I don't know if this is part of the fact that this is secondhand or if this was a defect, but you can see that there is a scratch in the paint on one of her thigh highs. So that might just be the fact that it's secondhand, but it is going to be something that it's probably not going to be too noticeable. I mean, I'll notice it now because I saw it, but that is the danger of buying secondhand figures, because you never really know. Like, they might state that it's never been removed from box, but who knows? But, like we said, you don't even necessarily have to have pants on her, and they have put some very fine detail into those underpants, man. I like the paint differential here on the panties to show, like, oh, this part is a little bit more bunched up, and you know, there's good paint gradient on those. These are very well sculpted underwear. But let's put her pants back on, because we are not degenerates on this channel. Most of the time.
And plus we need that tail.
Plus we do need the tail. Actually, yeah, you would have to have this on unless you want her to be tailless.
Sickos.
I mean, plus you still get a tasteful panty shot there. Now, though, I do like the fact, though, that does come off. That's an interesting feature. And if we're taking a look down here at the bottom at her feet, there is some really good paint on that. These claws, her toes, do seem like they would be very, very easy to break. So I would be very careful with those. I'm not going to, like, touch them too much. I like that the pads have the good paint gradient on that as well. Overall, like, I'm actually fairly impressed with the paint on this, other than obviously that part that is a little bit messed up. Even the dress here and, like, the part in the back has really good paint and is very, very nicely detailed. Now, moving up here, we'll put her midsection on, and then we'll go over the tail afterwards. But yeah, overall, like, these parts right here are very sturdy. At first, I thought that these were going to be very, delicate, but they're not. They're super thick, and they're pretty solid plastic. So, again, up here on the paws, I feel like if you mishandle these are going to be very, very easy to break off. So, but you really should just be putting this in a case and not messing around with it, playing with it, stuff like that. So, if you do come in here on the paws, though, again, really, really solid paint on those paws. I like the fact that, like, up here on the top of the paws, you have the darker parts near where the knuckles, where the fingers would come together to kind of show that, feeling of shadow as it comes closer. And the oversized collar is really nice as well. Now, if you come in here on the sleeves, I like the multi-layer on the sleeves as well. Definitely a nice added touch to that. They definitely didn't cheap out on that. The sculpting over here on the movement of the fabric is really good. Even like up here on the top, they spent some actual time like looking at how fabric would move in this position, and it definitely shows. For the tail, I like the multi-layered tail as well, and the paint even at where it attaches to the figure still has a good paint job on it. So overall, definitely big fan of the paint job on the tail, because if you're going to do anything well on a Tamamo figure, it should be the fluffy tail. Overall, really good figure. Like I said at the very beginning, I haven't seen this anywhere else for pretty much less than like $200. So being able to pick this up even secondhand for like $115 was not too bad. And I might have lied. I probably will see that little bit of paint defect down there at the bottom. Like I said, though, I don't know if that was because it was secondhand. I haven't seen any reports of that being a thing. So, oh well, I can live with it. This is my waifu, so perfectly fine with it. But hopefully, if you guys find it, you don't have that issue. Regardless, I mean, I guess I could put it this way, and I wouldn't see it at all. But we'll see. We'll see how I end up putting it in my case. But guys, this is the Max Factory Tamamo Cat Berserker. Again, like I said, I really enjoyed the box, the extra little touches that they put into it. The extra touches, the detail in the figure are phenomenal. Definitely worth the $200 if you find it. If you can find it cheaper, definitely worth that as well. So, anyways, guys, if you like this, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that bell notification. And I will catch you guys next time with our next unboxing. Take it easy. Peace.